How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the homestead, specifically the root cellar. I apologize for the brief hiatus, but similar to last year, winter's been pretty boring. So for the past month and a half, I just haven't been filming anything because if nothing's worth filming, I'm not going to film or put any videos out there. Today, however, we're down in the root cellar because I just want to show you guys how the potatoes have been holding up throughout the winter and throughout the long-term storage. If you recall, we harvested the first potatoes, being the Yukon Golds, on July 30th, if I remember correctly. And while I've eaten through all the ones that I'm going to eat, and now we're just saving the seed potatoes, they're still looking pretty good. Yes, they are sprouted, don't get me wrong. I apologize for the glare, but they're solid. They're still pretty solid. Yes, they are a little bit wrinkled, but they're not going soft. Yes, I have been culling them throughout the time that I've been picking through them. The way I do it is every week to 2 weeks, give or take, depending on how much I eat through the potatoes, I'll come down here, pick through the potatoes, see if there's any bad ones, chuck the bad ones, take the ones that I want to eat, and if any are getting too far sprouted but aren't bad, like they're not rotting, they're not going too soft, I'll chuck them in the seed potato box. This box is specifically seed potatoes for the Yukon Golds, and it's pretty well filled up. I don't know exactly how much we have, but we got a good amount, probably 10 to 15 pounds. So I'm going to be giving some seed potatoes away. The next ones we harvested about 2 weeks later, if I remember correctly, were the huckleberries. And those ones I was a little bit skeptical on how well they were going to store because the skin it didn't seem like it was holding on too well. I'm very pleased to announce, however, that they are probably doing the best out of all the types of potatoes. I should mention, too, that the heirloom potatoes, because they were so small, I just ended up giving all those away. So those are not going to be talked about in this video. We're only talking about the Yukon Golds, the huckleberries, and the russets. So these were, once again, the second ones to get pulled out of the ground. And that's about the size of sprout on the potatoes, if they have sprouts. The vast majority of the huckleberries do not have any sprouts on them. So I'm definitely going to be focusing on these guys this upcoming season because these are the outstanding stars. I'm shocked by these guys. Here's one of the huckleberries, and it actually has its skin peeled off from when I was pulling it out of the ground. And even though the skin peeled off right there, it's not soft, it's not going rotten, there's no problems with it, even on the spot where the skin peeled. That's why I'm going to be focusing on these guys come springtime. Next up, the russets. Now, the russets aren't doing too bad either. They are sprouting a bit more. We pulled these, I want to say, another 2, maybe 3 weeks later. It could have been a month, I don't really remember, but a little while later. And all of the russets are sprouting. They're not sprouting too much. The average is a little bit bigger than these here, but not much bigger. Just on average, they've been doing really good. All 3 varieties of potatoes really surprised me at how well they've done down here. Now, once again, they have all sprouted at this point. The Yukon Golds did sprout within, I want to say 2.5, maybe 3 months of being down here. It is what it is. Like I said, I've been eating through them, and I actually just finished the Yukon Golds that I ate. Oh, let me think. Maybe a week ago was the last ones I had. So eating, 7-month-old potatoes almost. So they were still great. They ate fine. And if I wanted to pull the sprouts off of those, I probably could eat those and be just fine. I can't imagine that they would do me any harm because, once again, they're not rotting. They're not soft. They're just sprouted. So if you cut the sprouts off, if you're making sure that there's no green or, like I say, any rotten or anything like that, I'll pull them out, just show you again. I'm squeezing. I'm not going to break the potato, but there's no give on this thing. It is solid. And once again, yes, it is a little bit wrinkled, but that just means that some of the moisture is getting sucked up to go into the sprouts. This potato would be 100% safe to eat, in my non-expert potato farmer opinion, of course. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little update. I wasn't sure if I was going to do one of these after we had harvested all the potatoes because honestly, I thought it was going to fail. But even if it did fail, it was probably going to be worth showing you guys that it did fail. However, this just goes to show you that as long as you have a dark, cool, dry space, your potatoes are probably going to store just fine throughout the winter. So I hope you guys are looking forward to spring just as I am. I hope you guys enjoy planting out your garden if you're going to do so. With that, you guys, leave any comments down below if you have any comments or questions. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and please share this video with someone you think also might enjoy it. With that, you guys, thank you for watching. Think for yourself, shoot straight, and I will see you next time.